Hey Eagles, welcome back for this week's news. If you're interested in helping out with freshman orientation, consider signing up for Link Crew. Check out this QR code on the screen, on flyers around school, or on the school website for the application form.
Renaissance final waivers are available at lunch in the MP room. Be sure you have your Renaissance forms ready to show when you pick them up. The waivers are due Wednesday for 9th, 10th, and 11th graders.
Congratulations to our school's winner of the Trig Star competition, a 60-minute trigonometry test. Nicholas Yang won first place and $100 for finishing the test in 45 minutes. Koi Nguyen Dang won second place and $50 for finishing the test in 56 minutes, and both students scored 100% on the test. Well done.
The Evan 9 class is currently holding a baby supply drive until this Friday, May 12th. The fundraiser is to help aid struggling mothers and babies who have survived sexual and domestic abuse. All proceeds will go to Weave, a domestic and sexual abuse help center for women and babies. Some items they need are baby wipes, bottles, formula toys,
Adam is also leading an animal supply drive to help animals at the Sacramento County Bradshaw Animal Shelter. Donation boxes will be available in all English classes in the cafeteria. Check your synergy email for more details on these drives.
Seniors, do you have a cap, gown, and tassel? If not, please check the list on the whiteboard.
Be sure to order a loaner gown. If you're not on that list, Mr. Platt will email him ASAP. The library is closed last 3 weeks of school during the day for AP testing, textbook collections, but will still be open before school.
Keep in mind that textbook returns are coming up fast. Scan the QR code or check the advocacy update to see the books you have checked out. And make sure to pay outstanding fines cash only.
Senior library notices are being distributed today in senior advocacy classes. California state law demands that students must pay replacement costs to the school in order to graduate, so senior library accounts must be cleared before May 18th to participate in graduation rehearsal and other ceremonies if you can't go to graduation ceremony. You can't walk at graduation, so get ready to return those books.
Seniors will be returning their books either May 12th or 15th. Juniors, you'll be returning books May 16th and 17th. Sophomores, you'll be returning yours May 18th and 19th. And freshmen, you'll be returning yours May 22 and 23.
It's around that time to return your textbooks, so let's get straight into it. When senior students don't return their required books by the end of the year, they cannot walk at graduation. So, the necessity of returning books year after year is to make sure the library has those books ready for the next semester, as schools only have the exact number of books, one per each student, not an endless supply. So when you don't return books, the library is short of those books to issue to students who actually need them. For students returning their library textbooks with their English class, prepare your books outside on the tables. Open your hardcover book to the inside front cover barcode. Then fan out the books so library staff can scan all barcodes easily. Make sure to take out your sticky notes before you give them to the librarians. Then go inside the textbook room door to get your books scanned. Wait to hear confirmation that your library account is all clear or what items you still need to return the next day. Students given a Hershey's Kiss are ones who have returned all of their books. Then, students place their textbooks on the book carts correctly as shown. During the last 2 weeks of May, refer to the graphic shown on screen. These are the dates when students will return their books with their English class. Books aren't put in the opening because the spines are more likely to break that way. Textbooks with flimsy covers like this you can keep at home or recycle. These are the obsolete textbooks that do not need to be returned this year. But during the last 3 weeks of May, the textbook window hours will go from Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 3:45 p.m. and will close earlier on early out Mondays. Don't forget that students can check out their books during break and lunch. With that vital information for the seniors out of the way, here are the answers to other frequently asked questions by students. If you are curious about any books you have thought to have checked out or have been fined, make sure to check your library checkouts by going into your EGUSD portal under Library Resources to Faultlit Destiny Discover. Or you can simply click on Faultlit Library Catalog. In this application you can find books within the library that you could check out, but more importantly to see if you have any overdue books or fines that need to be returned. In order to do that, you first have to type in your high school, which should be Pleasant Grove High School in California, not Texas. Next, log in with the button on the top, not with manual. Finally, go into My Stuff to check your checkouts, but most importantly, your fine. Any lost books can simply be paid back with cash. The library does not accept credit cards and cannot accept checks after school is over. Using books to either study or use on the day of the final is totally okay. Just make sure to return any of those textbooks by May 26th, the last day of school. Also, congrats seniors. Make sure to have your books cleared by May 18th. Bring your Chromebook to return on May 19th to get into graduation rehearsal. Replacement IDs for travel or work cost $5 at the library before or after school before May 22nd. If students have not returned their books by the last day of school, they are also able to return textbooks only on the first and last days of summer school, June 1st and July 18th, or the first day of the new school year in August. Remember though that the library is closed for the last 3 weeks of school. And thanks for listening. I hope you learned something.
Now for athletics. Last Monday, both JV and varsity baseball won their games against Cosumnes Oaks High School. The men's golf team participated in the third and final Delta League golf tournament. The Eagles finished third, which solidified their third place finish. This also earns them a playoff spot for the Division I playoffs today at 9 a.m.
Last Tuesday, the men's volleyball team hosted Hiram Johnson High School in Round 1 volleyball playoffs, and the Eagles won, letting them advance to face off against Davis High School at Davis in the second round.
Last Wednesday, freshman baseball lost to McClaffey. JV and varsity baseball won their games against Cosumnes Oaks. JV and varsity softball also won their games against Cosumnes Oaks. Varsity won in a landslide at a score of 22-2. That's crazy good.
Last Thursday, men's volleyball lost an incredibly close match at Davis in the Division I playoff quarterfinals. Today, both the JV and varsity softball teams will be competing against Davis at 4 o'clock, and tomorrow varsity baseball will participate in CIF playoffs.
Wednesday, the varsity track team will be competing at SJS Division I prelims at 2 p.m. Both the JV and varsity softball teams will be competing against Elk Grove at 4 o'clock.
Friday, varsity baseball will compete in CIF playoffs. The varsity track team will compete at the SJS Division I finals at 4 o'clock p.m. We wish them good luck.
That's it for this week's news. Make sure to also check out the weekly advocacy update in your Synergy email to see a recording of the live broadcast and get access to other weekly announcements.